glamorous Monaco leg of the Longines Global Champions Tour, just beyond the pit lane of the Formula One, kicked off with royalty and sporting celebrities amongst the prestigious guests during the week. In the stunning setting of Port Hercule, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco was welcome to the event, and watching his niece Charlotte Casiraghi competing in the sand arena nestled between the super yachts and the stunning city backdrop.
The Global Champions Tour in Monaco is obviously very important for me because I'm passionate about the sport, so to have such a high standard event here in Monaco is very special, and Monaco is very involved in sport. We have the Grand Prix, we have the tennis open and many other very important sport events, so it was important for me to have horse riding here, so that's to me something special. Horse riding in that sense is quite specific, since it's one of the only sports practically where men and women compete together. So it shows that it's not a question of physical strength, but it's much more to do with technique and also sensitivity with the horse. So I think that to have a sport where men and women compete together on an equal level carries strong values. So I think that's a very beautiful aspect of horse riding.
The royal party greeted several guests during the week, including Finnish Formula One world champion Mika Häkkinen. Also in attendance was Princess Caroline of Hanover, taking in the competition set in this beautiful Monegasque setting.
Monaco is very involved in sport. As you know, there's the Grand Prix, the tennis, and the show jumping has really best place in our city.
What is it about the Global Champions Tour, the Longines Global Champions Tour, that suits Monaco so well?
Yes, because it's in a stunning place, it's a stunning event.
Switzerland's Beat Manley took the first international 5-star honours in spectacular style, riding a stunning round with the beautiful Zander to go double clear in the 1:45.2 phase, coming home in 26:89.
He felt very good. I mean, he's the first time in a small ring with me, so he felt very good. The Zander, he was jumping very good, and I'm very happy with the win. He's jumping the big class tomorrow night, so hopefully it's going to be good again, and it was a nice start for me for the week. Not a beautiful venue, of course, for the GCT, and weather is nice, everything is perfect, everybody happy.
Michael van der Vleuten of the Netherlands took a strong second place with VDL Group Quattro, and Jessica Springsteen of the USA finishing in third with Divendi S, just tenths of a second off the second time of Michael. Emanuele Gardiano took a sensational win following a daring jump-off in the big international 5-star feature of the day, the Prix Massimo Dutti. The Italian was the second to last rider to go and delivered a beautiful, quick and accurate round, with Admara 2 to come home in 31.50, finishing just 0.08 of a second ahead of Scott Brash.
It's very important for me, this victory. My horse jumped very good today. I'm happy for this. The jump off was a very fast jump off. I was on the end and I saw the other riders. And then I said, okay, if I go normal, I'm 6 to 7. Then I will try tonight, and I did it. I did it well. That's one of the amazing Global Champions Tour, and there are a good public here. There are also a lot of Italian people here. That's very great. I hope he will jump Saturday also like today, but this is a horse, it's not machine. We will hope, we will see.
It Thomas Alexander a close challenge to finish in third. It was another electrifying jump-off during the second day of the Longines Global Champions Tour as John Whitaker of Great Britain claimed the top spot with a 10-year-old Ornalia. 41 combinations from 19 different countries lined up to take their turn in the first 150 track. Ben Mayer was the first to set the bar high in the jump-off with a blindingly quick round on the fiery Aristo Z, crossing the line at 34.89. The crowd watched in anticipation as the remainder of the riders tried to better his phenomenal time, with Henrik von Eckermann of Sweden and Gotha the closest on 35.11. One of the last to go though, John Whitaker stepped into the pace once again with Ornalia to clinch the win from his compatriot Ben in 34.14 with just 7/10 of a second clear to get him ahead at the top of that leaderboard.
Ben was quick and I knew I had to go for it to beat him, and I asked her a few questions and she came up with the answers. You know, a few times I thought we were a long way off, but she kept picking up. But she's a real trier. She does what she has to do, and she does it. You know, this is by far her best win, but I think she's going to go places. You know, she's a real trier and she's always with you, and she's always every day the same. You know, I think she's a good horse.
Monaco Society was out in force for the day's Longines Global Champions Tour, with the event on Saturday the leading fixture. The Principality's social calendar highlights the evening's feature of the Longines Pro-Am. Abdelkabir Rawada of Morocco and Inigo Lopez de la Oso Escribano of Spain galloped to victory to the light of the crowd for the HSBC Private Bank team as the team competition took place under the lights. The Olympic capital team of Didelinda Thomel and Yasmin Pinchon of Great Britain came a close second as the competition hotted up in the second round, with Guillaume Canet of France and Jessica Springsteen of the USA of Team Gucci Kids eventually taking the third spot. With 16 teams competing, the competition drew gasps and cheers from the packed audience as the amateur and professional combination riders battled it out against the clock for a dramatic finale of the second day's competition. It was a British 1-2 during the opening 5-star class ahead of Saturday's Grand Prix of Monaco. Scott Brash wowed the crowds once more as he took the 5-star Please Sapinda, riding Hellouani clear almost 2 seconds ahead of his compatriot John Whitaker in the mix once again, who delivered another fast round on Ornalia. The battle for the top spots was intense, with 4 riders all within just 1/10 of a second apart. However, the third place finish went to Santiago Lamre and for Mexico, who finished just 3/10 of a second from John's time with 47.51. 45 of the world's best combinations lined up ahead of the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix du Prince de Monaco, sponsored by HSBC Private Bank of Monaco, for the big finale. With riders from 17 different countries competing in this tight arena, the world watched from the grandstands, not only on the grandstands but also on the live broadcasts around the world. The challenging but fair course designed by Luc Marcet of Belgium tested the agility and speed as many of the top names in show jumping battled it out for a place in the next stage.
I think the difficulties in a course here in Monaco is the fact that the ring is so very, very small. And I think tonight he's built very tall, very careful verticals, the plank right over here, and a couple of the other verticals coming into the triple combination is tall. Maybe not so wide with the oxers, but when you're in such a small space, it makes everything ride much more difficult.
The arena makes it always very difficult here every year. I mean, all the fences come very quick after each other, and that makes it quite difficult. And a few tall verticals, and yeah, I think it's gonna be difficult enough.
The first round saw 15 riders jump clear, with 3 more making up the traditional 18 that go forward to the second round. As night fell, 9 riders went clear in the second phase of the competition and through to the final jump-off. The battle intensified when Sheikh Ali bin Khalid Al Thani of Qatar set the bar high early on after a phenomenal round with Vienna Olympic to cross the line in 29.96. He was just beaten by John Whitaker of Great Britain, who once more galloped at each fence, pushing the pace as his stallion Argento produced in this electric atmosphere a fantastic round to shave off precious seconds, 1/10 of a second, coming home in 28.83.
29.96, he's got him. Come on, John. 28.83. What about that? Is it good enough?
Third last to go, Scott Brash of Great Britain also took to the course, riding Hello Milady this time with a fantastic pace and agility to take further tenths off the second leading time. John then down into second, and Scott finishing clear in 28.45.
In this, you wouldn't want to call it, would you? But I think it's fast enough.
It is.
Yeah.
Emanuele Gaudiano of Italy made a valiant attempt as the last to go, but crossed the line in 28.90 to eventually finish in third.
28.45. This is near enough got him, you know. Come on, Emanuele.
Oh,
28.90.
The Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Monaco was the first win for the 9-year-old mare Hello Milady, whose athletic ability shone through in this intense battle, earning her a place in the strong lineup and of course alongside usual ride Dos Santos. The co-owners of Scott's horses, Lord and Lady Harris, were also in attendance to witness this fantastic win for them.
Absolutely delighted with my horse. She's a wonderful horse. She's only 9. Yeah, she's an incredible horse. So it's a great feeling, you know. There was a lot of clears really. I mean, jumped. There's a lot of good horses here, and it jumped well. But I thought it was tough, and yeah, the jump off was very good. Go to Paris next. This mare gets a couple of weeks off now. Santos comes back out next week to Paris, so I take him and Hello Forever.
Scott now closes the gap to just 36 points behind leading ranking rider Luciana Diniz of Portugal, who now has 181 points in the overall series. Rolf-Göran Bengtsson of Sweden now in third place on 128, and Sheikh Ali bin Khalid Al Thani of Qatar moves up to fourth with 123. Next week the tour heads to Paris. Well, the world's top riders in the world will descend on this incredible venue, the Eiffel Tower, as the world's premier show jumping circuit passes the halfway stage.